Hi, I'm Donna with Donna's Things. Welcome to my channel. If you are new here, thank you so much for joining in, coming to see what's going on over here. And of course, if you are returning, no matter how many times, you know my heart, I really do appreciate your time also. So, you know what we say, it's Friday Sows on Saturday. This is Saturday that I am filming this. Had quite a bit going on yesterday, and then I got on Zoom last night, and I'll tell you a little bit about that. But I first want to say thank you to Jen over at Today in Jen's Sewing Room for opening up this forum, I'll say, where we can, as crafters, sewers, artists, whatever it is that we do, we can, film a little video. Others will watch it. We learn a lot of tips and tricks that people are doing in the sewing world, and, just a little bit about what we've been working on, what we plan to work on, and of course, a little bit about life. So last night, I joined Anne Marie's workshop. That's Anne Marie with Anne Marie's workshop. She does a Friday sews on Zoom. And so on Friday nights, you're not obligated. You can go one Friday. I've missed Fridays, but it is so, so, so wonderful to be able to see other sewers and chat with them. And we're sewing while we're talking. We're talking about sewing. We're talking about being creative. One thing most important, we are definitely encouragement one to another. And so last night, after my day was so busy, I got online. So yes, it's Friday Sews on Saturday. And what have I been working on? Donna's Things, this sewing room is always busy, always going, except like today, it's Saturday. And I think I mentioned before, it's Saturday. This is basically my family's rest day, so we don't do a whole lot of work. Now, later on this evening, I'll probably jump on the sewing machine. But I went pattern shopping yesterday. And I'm not going to make any complaints because we all know that some changes are being made at Joann's, so I'm not gonna complain. I had a list again of patterns, and I came home with three, I think. But it's no big deal. If I really want the pattern, then I'll pay the price for the pattern. But it is nice when you can pay $1.99 or $5.99 for those. But one of the patterns I bought, this is an older pattern. It says 2021. I like the Butterick lifestyle patterns because you get your top, you normally can get two bottoms, maybe even like a top, two bottoms, and a jacket or a duster. And I really like to sew collections like this. But I had this, I've been seeing this 6640, and I wanted to make this denim dress, the short sleeve version. This is Butterick 6640. Here are the line drawings. And I wanted to make it because I am tired of winter clothes. I know that we're not finished with the winter, but your weather probably has been like mine. And it's warm outside, then it's cold outside. But I just feel like I don't really want to make another winter garment. So I got started on this. And this is actually what I sewed while I was chatting with the ladies last night. I had gone to Walmart a couple of days ago, and this particular Walmart in my area is doing some remodeling. So all of the fabric, I thought it was just a little bit, but all of the fabric is in the front of the store on these large shelves on sale. And I saw a black denim on there. And when I checked the price, it was 7.5 yards, 58 inches wide for $18.75. So it was $2.50 a yard. And I was like, wow, I'm going to take this denim home. I don't know what the quality will be like. Let me tell you. When I have large pieces of fabric like that, I don't want to wash 7.5 yards of one long piece of fabric, especially something like denim, because you have to serge, or you should serge it all before you put it in the washer. So what I did was looked at a couple of things I would like to make out of the denim, and I cut my fabric according to that. So I cut a 2-yard piece, serged it, washed it, dried it, and it actually looked pretty good. And that's the denim I used to make the dress. Let me show you. So it's actually coming out pretty nice. It just looks like this, just a denim dress. I did put like a pleat here and a pleat here, and that was only because somehow or another, when I went to put my collar on, I realized I had stretched this a little bit. And, there's a reason why you do stay stitching, but I didn't do it. But it's actually looking pretty good. Looks like this. It's looking pretty good. Just a simple shirt dress. It doesn't even have pockets in it. It has the stand-up collar, and the collar is all in one. Of course, your placket or your facing was all in one. You just have to turn it in. It does have a pocket here. I considered taking the pocket off since I put the pleats. But if you know anything about picking denim, this pocket's not coming off because it's going to cause the denim to fray a little bit. There is the bodice front and back, and then the skirt bottom. So you put that, there's a seam right here. So I don't know if I'm going to belt it or if I'm going to put these on here, like one here and one here. I'm not really sure, but anyway, it's coming out pretty good. I just was tired of the winter. These things right here, they come with the 5 circles and then the piece that holds them together. I buy these from my fabric store because they're really cute. I have a couple, the pearly color. Pearly color and this gold light color. I think I bought 2 of each. Now, you wouldn't make a belt because they're $3 a piece. By the time you buy 10 of them, you can buy 2, 3 belts with that $30. But I like them because every now and then you want to put something fancy on your clothes. So maybe I'll put one on this side, or maybe I'll just belt it. But anyway, that's one of the things I've been working on. The second thing I've been working on this week is looks like I'm being pushed to do these PDF patterns, because you can't, if my Joann's, one of them anyway, rarely has the pattern that I'm looking for, whether it's on sale or not. They don't have a large stock in the patterns right now. So I made a pair of pants the other day. It's a Mood Society free download pattern. It's the Sailor Pant, Saylor. And I did just do a video on it. And they featured it with the calendula, with the calendula blouse, and it has like a mock collar. It gathers in the front, but what I love is 4 ruffles. So you got your straight sleeve, and then you got 1, 2, 3, 4 ruffles. And so I decided that I liked the blouse that they were featuring with the pants. I've been working on that. And that's this one right here. This is a red, gray, well, it's like a cranberry, gray, and white. This is a rayon batiste, Batiste. So it's a rayon batiste. Here's those gathers here. There's there. Of course, here's the back. I have to finish. You can see I'm not finished. But I'm building the sleeve. So these are the 3 ruffles. The 4th one is way longer and fuller. I thought I was going to be able to get away with 3, but I need that 4th one. So you see 1, 2, 3, and then there's even another one. So when that starts to hang, that's going to be a really beautiful shirt. It just you sew it down the back and you just put the hook and eye, or if you want to put buttons at the collar, and it has the keyhole. So this has been an interesting make. I just been taking my time because, like I said, right now I'm at the point of building the sleeve, and then I'll put them in and close up my back. Then finally, Laura is one of the young ladies on the Zoom with us at Anne Marie's workshop on Friday night, 7 o'clock. One of the ladies' name is Laura, and Laura gave us a challenge, and she said 24 in 24. And I had to think, what could I possibly make or do 24 of? And I was like, let me take the easy route. So in my stash, I like to quilt because I quilt also. And in my stash, I had a couple of layer cakes, and those are the 10-inch squares of Boundless. Boundless is the company. And I decided what I'll do is 24 quilt blocks in 24. And then, of course, by the end of the year, I will be able to put it all together, and of course go ahead and finish up my quilt. And so I've gotten started on those. I keep them in this little thing. And I'm building my blocks. So this is January. I'm going to have to do at least 2 a month. This is February. So what I did right now is just got all my rows together. And so it looks like this. And I'm doing quilt as you go. So I have my quilting underneath. But these are my colors. So I cut them in half. So these are half inch, half and half of the different colors. And it's got some really pretty colors. It's a nice color palette. That's row 1. And then I have row 2, row 2, row 3, row 4, row 5, row 6. I only have 4 going across and 6 going down. And I'm kind of getting excited. I'm really having to take my time because the way I like to do things, I'd be taking these quilt blocks and I would already be a good portion along the way. But this Boundless collection is really, really, really pretty. I haven't decided about the sashing and all of that goes to a quilt. But that's something I'll be working on every month. It'll be nice to have this quilt, and then of course to meet the challenge that Miss Laura put out there before us. So I've been busy. I have been quite busy, but like we all do, we get busy because we love what we do. So those are the things I have been working on. I'll finish up my dress, of course. I'll go ahead and finish up my shirt, and then I'll start moving on to the next thing. I did buy another Vogue pattern yesterday. I bought a couple of Vogue patterns, but I bought, where did I put it? Hold on. Oh, sorry. I don't even know where I put it. Here it is. This. It just looked very challenging to me. It's a funny looking skirt. Not challenging. it just looked very interesting to me because, like I said, I am so ready for the spring. So that'll be my next project. I already have fabric for it. So a little bit about life. As you know, or if you don't, because this is the first time seeing me on Friday, so rather than really talking about life, I could say a lot about the church and, the pastoring and stuff that my husband's doing, but it is what it is every week, But what I try to do is choose a word, some kind of encouraging word, something that will lift us up. And this morning I was watching Hallie. Hallie is my bird. She's a parrotlet, and now she's 2 years old. I got her. She was 4 weeks old when I got her. She has a personality. I could do a whole video on Hallie because that bird, like many of you who have pets know, she has her own personality. But I was watching her eat her food this morning, and I was saying to my husband, she eats all day long, and he was saying, that's what birds do. But some of her seeds are teeny, 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 smaller than a pinhead. I am not kidding you. Some of her seeds are that little, and it is absolutely amazing to watch her eat because she picks up that teeny, teeny little seed. She gets it in her mouth, and it's the shell, and she cracks it open and gets rid of the shell. And then when she opens the sunflower seeds that are mixed up in her food, I am absolutely tickled. And I was like, oh my gosh, it is just amazing how we didn't have to teach her to eat. She just has the natural ability to know how to get that food, open those seeds. If it was a baby, I would be thinking, oh, she might choke, but of course I don't do the bird that way. I didn't ever think I had to, but no matter what I do with her food, she has certain foods that I could tell she likes better than others, but she gets those seeds or whatever it is, she opens them up. And the reason I know is because when I look at the bottom of her cage, first of all, if it's something she doesn't like, she throws it out. She doesn't even leave it mixed up in her food. She throws it out. And then, of course, I can see the empty shells down on the bottom. And I was like, wow, we are created to sustain ourselves. And so I said to my husband, I said, maybe that'll be my word for today. And I said, self-preservation. My husband said, fearfully and wonderfully made. And that is so true. We are fearfully and wonderfully made. Our thinking ability, just, that alone is another video. So grab hold to that today. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. There is no mistake about you, about me, about anybody that we know. Some things just, it is what it is, but we are created. We have been designed to know how to live, to know right from wrong, just to know how to function. And just like Hallie, when I put that fresh food in the tray, she goes in there, she looks at it, and anything she doesn't want, she tosses it out. And in the bottom of her cage are all of that one, maybe two things. How about you and I learn how to do the same? When it comes in our space, I don't want it, toss it out. It's in my space. I don't want it. I'm going to toss it out and realize that I'm made so beautifully. You are made so beautifully, fearfully and wonderfully made that you don't have to accept what you don't want in your life because you are created to hold your own. build, just like I'm building that sleeve, build upon all the creativity, all the knowledge, and everything that is in us. So that's what I'll leave you with. We can sit back and we can feel, yes, I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Hit that like button, share my channel. Of course, I appreciate all of the subscribers, but I appreciate you just as much when you're just scrolling through and you say, hey, let me check out what Donna's Things is doing. Or when you get that notification that I have uploaded a video. So don't forget, if you haven't, ring that bell so that you can be notified every time I upload a video. Thank you so much for watching. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. Don't forget that. Blessings to you all. Bye.